What you can't see in yourself will eventually destroy you. Seneca's Letter 50, on the blinding power of self-deception and the art of brutal honesty. Everyone thinks they know themselves. We all believe we're being honest, with others, with the world, and most dangerously, with ourselves. But Seneca saw through that illusion. In this letter to Lucilius, he exposes the invisible enemy that keeps us stuck, the subtle, relentless habit of excusing our own flaws while condemning everyone else's. You judge others with precision. You notice every lie they tell, every way they fall short. But when it comes to yourself, you soften the gaze. You justify, you delay, you rationalize. This is not kindness, it is poison. Because no progress is possible while you're still protecting your image instead of confronting your truth. Seneca opens with a warning most people will never admit. No one is able to pass judgment on himself. And it's true. You'll dissect your friend's poor decisions, call out a stranger's arrogance, label a coworker's failure, but when your own pride shows up, or your laziness, or your insecurity dressed as niceness, you turn away. This is the epidemic Seneca names, our blindness to our own faults. And from this blindness, all decay begins. But why is it so hard to see ourselves clearly? Because we don't want to. We need to believe we are good. We need to feel justified. And so when we act poorly, we don't correct, we explain. We tell stories to ourselves about why it made sense, why it was hard, why someone else pushed us there. The same crime we'd never forgive in someone else becomes understandable when we commit it. And that's the heart of Seneca's challenge. He says, if you excuse in yourself what you despise in others, then you are not honest, you are not wise. You are not growing. You are pretending. Imagine someone who says they hate gossip but whispers every chance they get. Someone who claims they value peace but lashes out when not in control. Someone who praises discipline but gives themselves an exception every time it's inconvenient. Seneca's letter forces you to ask, is that you? If you always believe your case is different, then you are the problem. If every time you fail to live up to a principle, you find a reason why this one time was different, then that principle is dead in you. Seneca isn't harsh to be cruel. He's surgical. Because philosophy to him is not a performance. It's not meant to sound good. It's meant to strip you clean, to take off the mask, to make you feel the sting of truth, not so you bleed, but so you wake up. And once you're awake, once you can see, then the real work can begin. So what's the cure for this blindness? Seneca prescribes it, a nightly audit. Every evening before the world quiets, you ask yourself not was I productive or did people like me, but this, where did I lie to myself today? Did I act like I was kind, but really just avoid conflict? Did I say I was tired when I was really afraid? Did I call it love when it was really control? The point is not to shame yourself. The point is to reclaim yourself. Seneca sees self-honesty as the start of all real virtue. Without it, you are chasing the shadow of growth. With it, you can change not because you hate who you are, but because you finally see who you are. So judge yourself, he says, not with cruelty, but with clarity. Ask every night, if someone else did what I did today, would I admire them? Would I trust them? Would I be proud of them? And if the answer is no, then tomorrow, act differently. Not louder, not harder, just truer. Because when you stop performing for the world and start telling the truth to yourself, that's when your life begins to shift. Here's how I use this letter. I've stopped letting myself off the hook with stories. When I'm late, I don't say traffic. I say I didn't leave early enough. When I procrastinate, I don't say I needed rest. I say I avoided what made me feel unsure. And when I reflect at night, I don't chase comfort. I chase accuracy. It's painful, yes, but it's freeing. It gives me back my agency. It reminds me I'm not stuck because the world is cruel. I'm stuck because I haven't been honest. This letter changed how I lead, how I apologize, how I wake up in the morning. I don't need motivation anymore. I need alignment between who I claim to be and how I really act. If that resonates with you, if even one sentence lit something up inside you, then you already know this letter is just the beginning. The other letters go deeper. Seneca didn't write for applause. He wrote to rescue. Check the link in the description to get your copy of Letters on Ethics to Lucilius by Lucius Annaeus Seneca. This wasn't the full journey. It was the invitation to begin. Hang on before you go. Ideas that change lives, all for free. Subscribe now and hit the notification bell. Don't miss a single drop of insight, knowledge, and clarity. The whole book, the best bits, in just minutes.